All right, welcome again. This is video number 5 in the series on molding and casting life-size figure. So what I'm showing you now is the completed first rubber stage, which is called a print coat or splash coat. And it took me about a day to do this front and back. So the piece is completely covered now. Really important with a print coat to be methodical, be patient, make sure you get all the little nooks and crannies that are in the piece. You notice too that I've come a little bit past the figure, about 2 inches onto the shim area, and what I'm doing is sort of starting a little rubber bed there that I'll eventually put my key on, and that will register with the mother mold that goes on top of it. So I'm going a little bit past the figure. I'm working in these small, it's about 1.5 pints, maybe a little bit more, container, and I'm only filling it about 3/4 of the way with rubber. Just because it's kind of difficult to mix. It's a really viscous substance, so anything larger is just hard. It's hard to mix, and it's hard to get it on before it starts to get a little gooey on you. So especially with this first coat, you want things to stay very, very liquid so that it's covering and again getting into all the little hidden places. So I'm using chip brushes, so just cheap brushes for this because they're going to get ruined. And I try to keep them alive as long as I can in this process by letting them rest in mineral spirits between mixing these batches of rubber. But inevitably, even doing that, I think I probably went through, probably 4 or 5 chip brushes yesterday. And I have others like small paint brushes just to get into little areas like the eyes or the nose and so forth. So I think I used about 11 of these yesterday to do the whole thing. And I'm using a silicone rubber. This is called Tinsil 8030. It's a Polytech product, and it's a 2-part rubber. This is a really gooey kind of white substance, and then this is the catalyst, and it's a 10-to-1 ratio. So by weight, so you do need a postal scale for that, but it's pretty easy. And the more you do it, you can actually almost just do it by the color that you see, to put in enough of this to get the right color. But I always weigh it out just to make sure I'm close. If you don't put enough in, there's some room for error in the mixing. If you don't put enough in, enough of the catalyst in, it'll just take a lot longer to set up. If you put too much in, it gets kind of gooey on you, which again for this coat is not great. So what I'll do next is a second coat, which should go on a little bit faster now that the clay is covered and all the little small areas have been filled in. So I'll come back at that stage.